delegates, Secretary General, esteemed guests. It is a great honor and privilege to stand before you today as we gather here at United Nations to address the pressing issues our world faces. We are reminded of the fundamental principles upon which this organization was founded: peace, cooperation, and the pursuit of better future for all. Our world faces myriad challenges from global conflicts and environmental crises to inequality and the ongoing struggles for human rights. These challenges are not bound or limited to nations concerned. They are the shared responsibility of our global community. In this interconnected world, our actions reverberate far beyond our own borders. It is our solemn duty to work collaboratively and finding common grounds to address these challenges. The current delegates now please have a seat. We are going to start the roll call in few seconds. Delegates, please raise your placard when your country's name is called and respond as present or present and voting. Delegates of China, present and voting. Delegates of France, present and voting. Delegates of India, present and voting. Delegates of Japan, present and voting. Delegates of Pakistan, present. Delegates of Russia, present and voting. Delegates of UK, present and voting. Delegates of USA, present and voting. Seeing there are 8 delegates, here the simple majority will be set at 5 delegates. Are there any motions or points on the floor? Yes.
The delegates of India would like to pass a motion on counter-terrorism.
Those who are in favor, please raise your placard. Since no placard has raised, the motion is passed with a full majority. Now we move to the formal committee session with the agenda set as counter-terrorism. We now move into speakers list with alphabetical order. The first country invited to put a speech on the issues in Republic of China. Delegates of China, you have 90 seconds, please begin.
Good morning everyone. I am representing the Republic of China. As we know, in modern era of globalization, terrorist attacks cause fear and panic around the world, pressing food on the countries with terrorist allies to eradicate radicalism in order to preserve international peace. Thank you.
Republic of China, how would you like to yield your remaining time?
Back to the chair.
Thank you. The delegates of France, you may now have your floor.
Good morning everyone, excellencies and distinguished members. France has been actively engaged in counter-terrorism efforts for many years, both domestically and internationally. The country has faced several terrorist threats and attacks. Those carried out by groups like Al-Qaeda and ISI. France collaborates with international partners such as United States and European countries to share intelligence to coordinate efforts against terrorist activities. The French government has implemented programs to prevent radicalization and support the rehabilitation of individuals at risk of becoming radicalized. Counter-terrorism efforts can be complex and face challenges, so collective efforts should be taken to counter this terrorist activity and common ground solution need to be prepared. France is completely accordance with forming a counter-terrorism committee which is proposed by our friend India. Thank you.
Thank you. The delegates of India, you may now have your floor.
Mr. President, Excellencies and distinguished member of General Assembly. Namaste from Bharat. Let me begin by expressing our felicitation to the President of General Assembly. This is the first time that India is holding, the UNSC is holding a meeting in any format in India. As we know, terrorism remains one of the greatest threats to the humanity. In the last 2 decades, our world has evolved and adopted various technologies, but there is always a flip side. Now the terrorist group uses this technology to expand terrorist activity. Internet, social media are now used as a potent instrument for these terrorist and militant groups to combat radicalism and conspiracy. Our own experience of 2008 Mumbai attack showed us how a technology voice over internet protocol could be used for directing and organizing such a barbaric terrorist attack. More recently, these groups use on-brand areas platforms such as drone for cross-border trafficking, for drugs and arms for carrying out terrorist attacks. So, I asked to the member of General Assembly to make a committee and it's proposed to be diminish these groups by putting necessary action against them. Thank you.
Thank you. The delegates of Japan, it is time for you to take the floor.
Good morning, all distinguished members. This is the delegates of Japan. And completely accordance with the free India. Necessary action should be taken and severe sanctions should be put on those countries who help to grow this militant group. Thank you.
Thank you. Delegates of Japan, how would you like to yield your remaining time?
Back to the chair.
Thank you. Now, delegates of Pakistan, it is time for you to take the floor.
Good morning to members of ULAC. This is a serious issue and we are also a victim of terrorism. The Security Council should adopt necessary steps to eradicate this militant group. Thank you.
Thank you. Delegates of Pakistan, how would you like to yield your remaining time?
By comments.
Please take a stand.
It is not comfortable to hear the perpetrator of terrorism now saying we are victim of terrorism.
Thank you. The delegates of Russia, you may now have the floor.
My gratitude to all members of Security Council and Excellencies. What our friend India has said is completely factual and true. Terrorism in all forms, in all manifestations, constitutes one of the most serious threats and to international peace and security. Any act of terrorism is criminal and unjustifiable, regardless of motivation, whenever, wherever, and by whomsoever committed. The Council is determined to fight against the terrorism on global level. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, delegates of UK, you should put your stands on floor.
Good morning everyone. UK is concerned about the increasing of terrorism activity in all over the world, especially in India and South Africa. So I urge to this council to take action against these militants. Thank you.
Delegates of UK, how would you like to yield your remaining time?
Back to chair.
Thank you. Delegates of USA, it is time for you now to take the floor.
Thank you, Madam President, and all distinguished members. USA is also a victim of terrorism. The most brutal activity done by this terrorist group was 9/11 attack. More than 2,000 people were died in America. Whereas USA has taken various steps to eradicate this group. But it is very sad to say that some countries use terrorism as a tool to hamper peace and development. Like our friend India says, terrorism has no religion. If you put snake on your backyard, you can't expect it will bite only your neighborhood. Countries like Pakistan are now safe haven for terrorist and militant groups. The mastermind behind 26/11 attack, Osama bin Laden, found near the military base of Pakistan, and necessary sanctions should be taken or put on those countries promoting terrorism. Thank you.
Delegates of USA, how would you like to yield your remaining time? By comments. Please take your stands.
The allegations made by USA were baseless and our government is completely unaware about the location of Osama bin Laden. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any point of question? Please take a stand.
Motion to closing debate and moving toward voting procedure.
All those who are in favor of moving into voting procedures, please raise a placard. All those opposed, please raise a placard. Since majority vote is in favor, The motion clearly passes, and now we are moving to the voting processes. All those who are in favor of the resolution of a counter-terrorism committee, please raise a placard. With a majority of voting 7-0, this resolution passes. Congratulations, delegates. The provisional agenda for the meeting is maintenance of international peace and security, upholding the purposes and principles of United Nations Charter through effective multilateralism, maintenance of peace and security of the Ukraine. The agenda is adopted. Your presence today underscored the importance of subject matter or discussion. The President of Ukraine allowed to put their point on the floor before the member of Security Council. The delegates of Russian Federation asked for the floor. Please take the floor.
Madam President, we have a question. On what basis you propose to give the President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, the floor before members of the Security Council?
I take the note of remarks made by Russian delegation, and in response I would like to confirm that notice of the speaking order was given to all council members in advance. Moreover, giving the floor first to President Zelensky will provide opportunity for the council members and other member state principals today to respond to his remarks. I want to assure our Russian colleagues and everyone here, this is not a special operation. Thank you. Let us go through our agenda. I now give the floor to the Secretary General of the Security Council.
President, Excellencies, United Nations Charter is a roadmap to the peaceful laws. The tool of mechanism founded on the principle of Charter are how to resolve the conflicts. Together, our collective effort over the years contribute preventing war and saving millions of lives in our world. Madam President, Russia's invasion on Ukraine is clear violence on United Nations international law. Due to this violation, geopolitical tension and nuclear threat arises. The United Nations Council clearly commented the war. The Russian military continuously attacking on civilians of Ukraine. Nearly 18 million people of Ukraine were given humanitarian assistance. The Council will not tolerate any violence of international law at any cost. So, it is the collective responsibility of all the members to prepare a common ground solution. We are fully committed to the sovereignty, independence and territorial integrity of Ukraine with its international recognition borders. There is never alternative of dialogue, diplomacy and just peace. Thank you, Madam President.
I thank the Secretary General for his briefing. And now I give the floor to the President of Ukraine, Zelensky.
Thank you, President, General Secretary and all distinguished members present here. I am here to condemn the war conducted by Russia against Ukraine. Tens of thousands of Ukrainian people have died and millions of people are now refugees. It is a criminal and unprovoked aggression of Russia by one nation aimed at seizing Ukraine's territory and resources. I thank those countries who understood this activity of Russia is a complete violation of international law and provides weapons to Ukraine in order to stand against Russia to preserve our territorial integrity. Today we are here to negotiate with Russia and find a common ground solution, propose a peace formula, and the main point of peace formula is the strength of Ukraine territorial integrity, which was adopted by UN Charter. I urge the Security Council to condemn the Russia's war crime, and if they are not adopting peace formula, necessary sanctions should be taken on Russia. Thank you, Madam President.
I thank President Zelensky for his briefing. Now I give the floor to the delegations of Russia.
1 minute. Hey, जो पिला माने
Now I give the floor to delegates of China.
Thank you, Madam President. China's position on Ukraine issues is consistent and clear. We believe the sovereignty and territorial integrity of all countries to be respected. China has maintained close communication on Ukraine crisis with various relevant parties and rest of the international community. China has facilitated to talk for peace in his own way and plays a positive and constructive role in resolving the Ukraine crisis. The Ukraine crisis has become what it is today for a variety of deep and complex reasons. A prolonged and expanded Ukraine crisis is in no one's interest. I would like to say that conflict do not produce winners and war does not give any solutions. So I urge to both countries to make a common ground solution. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you for your statement. Now I give the floor to India.
Let me convey my gratitude to all the members of the Council. Madam President, the trajectory of Ukraine conflict is a matter of profound concern to all the international community. The future outlook even appears more disturbing. The nuclear issue is a particular anxiety. In a globalized world, the impact of the conflict being felt even in a distant region, we have all experienced its consequences in terms of increasing cost and actual shortage of food grain, fertilizers and fuel. The global south, especially feeling a pain acutely, we must therefore not initiate measures that further complicate the struggling of global economy. India strongly retains the need for dialogue and diplomacy. As our president, this is of global world. We are also providing human to economic and economic some of our neighbor under economic stress. Turning to the specific topic of the Council today, let me emphasize, even in conflict situations, there can be no justification for violation of human rights or any international laws. If any such activity occurs, it should be investigated in a independent and an objective manner. Once again, India would like to say, we are in favor of dialogue, diplomacy and peace. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you. Now I give the floor to delegates of Japan.
Madam President, let me convey my gratitude to you and all distinguished members. Madam President, we condemn the war crime of Russia against Ukraine. I visited Kiev in March of this year and also visited the sites of the tragedy. I will never forget the heartbreaking feelings I had at that time. Our position is clear. That is, Japan completely stands with Ukraine. Russian nuclear threats are unacceptable. Madam President, Russia's aggression on Ukraine has a long impact on the world and also violates international UN Charter law. Necessary steps should be taken on Russia for this war crime. Any other countries will think 1,000 times before trying to hamper the sovereignty and territorial integrity of other countries. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I give the floor to Excellencies of UK.
Thank you, Madam President. I am proud to sit here today with solidarity with President Zelensky. He and the Ukrainian people had met Russian invasion of their country with bravery and with courage. Ukraine's fight against Russian aggression is not only a fight for freedom, but it is also a fight for the principles upon which the United Nations itself is based. The UN Charter law says that all states' sovereignty is equal and territorial integrity is inviolable. The disputes should be settled peacefully and we must protect those things together. The Russian invasion of Ukraine breaks every single principle of Security Council. So I collaboratively work together and make a solution and help Ukraine to stand again. Thank you.
I thank the delegates of UK for his floor. I now give the floor to the Excellencies of USA.
Thank you very much. Madam President, thank you for focusing on the critical and important issue. Russia has violated the United Nations Charter and made war against Ukraine. Russia has also violated international maritime law and blocked the grain import through Black Sea, due to which global insecurity food arises. A country which holds a permanent seat in his Security Council violates multiple laws. So we must focus on multilateralism and change the resolution on veto power. Russia singularly blocked resolutions which are not in favor of them by using their veto power. I salute the bravery of Ukrainian soldiers as well as their people who stand courageously and defend their sovereignty and territorial integrity. I also urge to the Russian delegates to adopt 10-point plan solution of Zelensky, otherwise we will not tolerate the one man will writing our future. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you. Now I give the floor to the Russian delegates.
Madam President, Secretary General and distinguished members, after the Second World War, when the nuclear attack done by USA, a new war was fought, and USA decides that it single-handedly choose the fate of other countries and all humankind. Countries like USA now talks on sovereignty and territorial integrity. We all know how USA kills millions of people in Iraq on the grounds of militant activity. Ukraine tried to suppress of the voice and freedom of rights of Eastern Ukrainian people. This is one of the reasons why Russia conduct a military operation. The demand of Russian Federation is we want guarantee from both USA and Ukraine that Ukraine should not be a member of NATO country. The NATO country should not deploy any weapons on Ukraine border. Western countries and USA uses Ukraine as a battlefield in order to act against Russia. The Ukrainian government continuously making unlawful activities against Russian separatists who are present on eastern side of Ukraine. Our operation is not against Ukrainian countries, saying we are blocking the Ukrainian way through the Black Sea and creating global food security. We are also exporter of food, fertilizer and fuel. A balanced trade should be performed in all over the world. But putting sanctions on Russia forced us to block transport through Black Sea. Once again, urge the Western countries to step outside from our regional conflicts. Otherwise, we will face its consequences. The Russian-Ukraine conflict is not a general issue for all. These type of activities were also conducted by various countries in the past. We think the world need to focus on various serious global issues like climate changes and should not focus on regional issues. Thank you.
Please take a stand.
I urge to all the members of UNSC to come together and put necessary sanctions on Russia to show the world that in a democratic world, if someone tries to violate the sovereignty and territorial integrity of other countries, then it is a matter of global concern. Thank you.
Those who are in the favor of the resolution passing sanctions on Russia, raise your placard.
We use veto power to block the resolution.
By the UN Charter, this resolution doesn't pass because of Russia's veto power. Are there any points of motion? Please take your stands.
Motion to closing the debate.
Those who are in favor of closing debate, raise your placard. With a full majority, we are closing this debate. Thank you.